Hello and welcome back to another stream. Just checking my mic's working fine, which it is. So I'm just getting my phone to the side as I play. Um, I will just say one thing before the stream starts. I've watched the film now, so I will probably talk about that throughout the stream. This is the PS5 version now, so the graphics are better than the PS4 version. I did have a quick look at it. I did have a quick look at the game, and the graphics are visually like better. It's one of those games. It's probably easier to tell than if you loaded up PS4 or PS5 version of like Spider-Man because they're like really visually good anyway. Exit A isn't a game where you'd go, oh, it's visually good. Have a look at it. The design of the game's good, but from PS4 and PS5 you can tell the difference. Um, there has been another gap between streams. I will say I tried to do a stream, but for the past around a week, I've been having problems with my internet. I have said, I don't know when it was. I said when it came to the last time I did Exit 8, that was the week of State of Play and everything. And then when I did do it, I tried. Welcome to the stream. I'm just talk about how there's been a bit of a gap since streams. So I had a problem with my internet. I don't exactly know how it came about, but it's all right now. I couldn't do a lot, like, but yeah. So the first time I streamed Exit 8, I came to stream the day before, but the internet weren't working. It kept cancelling my stream. I think every time it does that, the internet's not good enough to do it, or the internet's like playing up. Obviously, on that day, I didn't know because my phone, everything was fine. I could do everything fine. It just kept cancelling it. Um, but the past week, it's been really obvious the internet's been playing up. I haven't been able to do a lot with my phone. I haven't been able to do a lot with other games. So when I don't stream, I try not to play games on the main account that I'm on to like save stuff for stream. But normally I go onto my separate account, which is the one my brother uses for everything except for Fortnite. So I've been playing Fortnite when he's not on or when he is on with him. Um, but for the past week, I haven't been able to really do that. I've been just basically not playing, or I've been looking for a game to play, which I've played one game, which I've got trophies through. I'm probably not going to stream that one. I'll just do the PS5 version on stream whenever I get round to it. But yeah, so basically that's why I haven't streamed for the past week. The other week it was all the events going on. This week it's that my internet's been bad, but it was fixed the other day, so I can stream now. But let's get into the game. We'll start. I'm pretty sure the first one's never an anomaly. It doesn't start straight away. Uh, tr- but yeah, because like you can see the lights reflecting off the wall a bit better. It seems a bit brighter than the other one. Am I meant to continue running for a bit, or am I meant to turn around? I don't know. Because nothing's going on. But I'll get to the first zero, and then right zero. Um, right. So I'll look out for the anomalies. I'll point them out if I notice them. If I don't, then I'll have to just figure it out, I guess. But I think this one's normal. I haven't seen anything. Right. I've already 100% the game, so surely there's some. What did I miss? It's not the titles. It's not the guy. Was the door handle in the middle of the door? That's the only thing I can think. Or I'm meant to turn around for the first one anyway. I haven't seen anything. So I'll test it on this one. If I don't see anything, I'll turn around and see if it starts it. I honestly don't know. I'm not seeing anything. I'll turn around anyway. No, it's not doing. It's not saying anything. I'm a little bit confused. Do I just keep running for a bit until it says 1? Or what do I do? Because I didn't have this problem on the PS4 version. I don't know. I don't know if I just didn't notice that there was any anomalies on the PS4 version. Or whether I just kept running. Right, now I'm at 1. So the game has started. Hopefully don't do that again. But I didn't notice anything, so I don't think there was anything going on. The stream will be probably be short, only like an hour, maybe just less, because obviously the game's quite short. I don't think anything's changed. The game is quite short, so what did I miss? This is gonna be a problem throughout this game. I beat the other one in like an hour. Oh, no, not an hour. I'd played an hour. Then the next time was just the next stream of like 40 minutes. So let's say an hour and 40 minutes. I don't know what I'm missing. There's no like new anomalies that I know of. Welcome to the stream. Playing the PS5 version of Exit 8, looking for anomalies. I've been unsuccessful in the start. But hopefully they become clearer as I play. But so far I don't think I've found one. I don't think there is anything. Right, I was correct, there wasn't anything. This stream's only gonna be like an hour for anyone that didn't know. He's not smiling, he's not staring. That's not moving. The doors aren't opening. Right. I'm starting to get a bit annoyed. I will start talking about the film now, I guess, since I've watched that now. Give me something to talk about while I question what I missed. I thought the improved graphics would maybe help me figure out them easier. I haven't seen anything again. And I missed something again. But yeah, the film was pretty good. I'd probably say out of 10, probably like an 8. The only thing to bring it down for me wasn't anything to do with the film itself. It was more the fact that I didn't understand what it was saying. because it was in Japanese, I think it was. But that's not the film's fault. I'm not saying make it English. I mean, if you look at the character in the game, I I don't. I think he's like of the same ethnicity. I'm not quite sure, but either way, if you think about it, that's Japanese on the. I'm pretty sure it is. That's why they did it in the film Japanese. There's Japanese on the sign. So and yeah, Japanese on the posters. So it would make sense to make the film Japanese. So there's nothing against that. I just personally, I didn't have subtitles. I didn't have anything to help figure out what was being said. I just had to kind of piece it together from what I was seeing. And obviously, the idea of the film isn't too deep. It's just like a loop, spot the anomalies, just like the game. But they did add story plots. So they added plot to the Walking Man. They added plot to the character you play as, obviously. They called him the Walking Man. The character he plays the Lost Man, I think it was. And then there's also like a child. I don't want to spoil. I won't spoil the ending. I'm not really clear on what happened anyway. But I will just say that the child. I don't really know what to talk about because you can talk about the anomalies and how the anomalies they added new anomalies, but I kind of figured out the twist they added with the child. Uh, I figured it out around like I just finished watching it before I went on this. It took me a few times to right. I haven't spotted anything, but I'm gonna go back anyway because for the past like 10 times it's been an anomaly, but it isn't. So this is gonna annoy me, but yeah, I will just say spoilers now in case anyone goes back and watches it. I'll give you like 10 seconds to like maybe mute. Um, but if you're not too bothered, then it's alright, I guess, and I'll just say it. But I think the film came out back end of last year anyway, so like there's been a decent few months. If people were bothered about watching it, I'm sure they would have. Um, the main character, the Lost Man, I'm pretty sure from what I've seen and what I understand is the father of the child that's in the tunnel. Don't know how the child got there because obviously I don't understand what was being said or the subtitles weren't English either. So I don't know what the subtitles were, but they weren't English. Um, so I don't know how the child got there. But there was this woman at the beginning he was talking to on the phone. I assumed like the kid isn't born yet because he didn't know. And the plot twist was that she showed up as an anomaly. Like how in the game, like you'll have two men show up, or you'll have a woman show up, or just a figure. Oh my god, there was something wrong with that one as well. But basically, what was it? So basically, he said like Momo Mama or something, and basically, he was confused because he knew her, but he didn't know him, and then I think he put two and two together and realized that it was his son. But yeah, I kind of figured it out when I put it back on. I'm like, the guy's helping the kid is the person he's talking to. Maybe like, because at the beginning she was in like a really bright place. It, like you couldn't tell much about it. It seemed like a hospital. It seemed like a friendly-ish place, but it didn't seem like a house or anything. I didn't really know where she was. I just assumed it was like maybe a hospital of some sort. Maybe she was like um pregnant or something. I don't know. But I'm now gathering it. I think she was, and that's his kid when he's like a few years older. I don't spot any difference, so I'm gonna go. Honestly, man. I'm making no progress with this. It's not giving me any of the obvious anomalies either, or if it's giving me the anomalies, they're not, like, doing it. I don't think this is an anomaly, and if it isn't, if it is, right, I'm deleting the play data and restarting because it seems a bit bugged. I'm looking at everything, and you can kind of see that on stream. I'm looking at the roof for the face and the ceiling. I'm looking at the tiles to see if the tiles have changed. I'm looking at the guy to see if anything changes. I'm looking behind me to see if he's following me. I'm looking at the vents. I'm looking at the doors. I'm looking at everything. Nothing seems to change. And that isn't just me being stupid. This might be me being stupid, and I'll go back and put it in the video. But this isn't moving. The door handles are all in the same spot. The vents aren't dripping. This isn't saying turn back. The number eight's always the same. This is the same. They're not getting any bigger. So I don't know what's been different all those times, but sometimes it's been saying, yeah, you're on level 1 now or level 2. And then I turn back and it doesn't do anything. So I feel like the anomalies aren't working properly. I don't know if that's true or if that's just me trying to cope with the fact that I'm not doing it right. But I'll continue to stream until probably about 11 o'clock my time, so like 20 minutes ish. And if I don't get anything done, then I guess it's just another stream on the game. But there was only one stream on the game anyway because I'd done a bit of it off screen. Right, 0. Because there was no like obvious ones like flashing or the guy running or the guys being bigger or there's no door or dripping or bright lights, different lights. Like none of the obvious ones were there. No loud sounds. Right, 1. I think it might work now, hopefully, because there was nothing there that time and it counted. Whereas, hopefully, they'll show something that I can notice, but isn't. Like, I'm not saying give me an obvious one, I'm just saying give me something I can spot. And then maybe I'll know that the game isn't just broken. I don't think there was anything on that one. That's right. Because there's obvious ones like, yeah, I think it's working now. That's tripping. That's an anomaly. Finally, all I had to do was delete the save data. None of this was happening. And I'm sorry that the stream took this long to figure that out. But I had to do something to like fix it. And it happened to be that I had to delete the save data to fix it. Right, there's the face in the wall. So I'm going to go with the fact that I think it was a bit broken. Because I know the anomalies. I was looking everywhere in the tunnel for an anomaly. And nothing was there. Right, 2 men. What's up, bro? We're on 5 now. Surely we don't go free for free with anomalies. I'll keep an eye out though. I'm not just gonna go straight knowing that I've had 3 in a row. I'm going to keep an eye out for different ones. He's not smiling. He's not running, but is he behind me? No. These aren't getting any bigger. The eyes aren't following me. The handles are in the right place. That's not saying turn back. Nothing obvious. I'ma keep going. That's right. I don't want to say it, but we might be able to complete the game before I did before. When I completed the game last time, all the trophies popped because I'd seen all the anomalies before I beat the game. That was all off screen. Most of the anomalies were off camera. Some of them were on camera because like I did one stream and then I was done. The lights the same, the posts the same, the tiles are the same, the lights are even. Is this guy smiling? No, he's not smiling. Is he following me? No. The door handles, no. The eyes, no. Nothing obvious, nothing like sudden, nothing I gotta wait for. I think there's nothing. Right. But yeah, the film was quite good. It was obviously, I didn't understand it, but the film itself was quite good. I would just say there is one anomaly that's in it that I think they changed slightly. I think in the game, that big wave, I think it's blood in the game. They didn't do it as blood in the film, they did it as like a tsunami. So it was still a wave, but it was brown rather than red, I think it is in the game. I'll have to pay attention. There's the creepy painting. Now that I've played the game before, I know the anomalies, so like... Right, moment of truth, come on. One anomaly to find, or to not find, figure it out, and then I've beat the game, then I've just got to look for anomalies. Then at least I've got a trophy on the stream. This guy, he's walking straight past. Is he behind me though? No. It's not that poster, because that was that last time. It's not those tiles. The posters aren't getting any bigger, which I don't think I noticed before anyway. There's 3 doors. The handles are all in the same spot. The eyes are on... That camera's not recording. I'ma say nothing's there. Right, we done it. Beat the game. So yeah, there's that. Beat the game. Now we've just got to spot the anomalies. We're not aiming to beat the game again because obviously there's this little cutscene to say you beat the game. But and it takes like a minute or 2, and you want to just be getting the anomalies. So now we'll spend the next almost 20 minutes looking for anomalies, and then hopefully be done with the game this stream. Might have to come back for like a very short stream, depends. But yeah, we'll just talk a little bit more about the film. I do think it was a bit more obvious with the graphics though. I do feel it was a little bit bugged at the beginning because nothing changed. And I'll go back on stream when I make a video. I will put them both in one video saying that I've gone and done both. I think it was bugged. De-exit it. Go out from exit it. Thank you for using the underground passageway. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause. 32 anomalies that have not been found. We appreciate your understanding and cooperation. Right, let me look at the trophies. What are the trophies? Find all anomalies, find 10, and find 20. Hopefully find new ones, maybe. So it's like 40 anomalies or like 35. I don't know how many I found. I don't think there was anything here. Correct. But I'm just gonna rush through and try and find the anomalies, and if I don't find them, I guess I could just keep going forwards, but that would be a really boring stream, I guess. Because, I mean, if you keep going forwards and you find an anomaly, then you've done your job, I guess. But I don't want to be too quick with it. I will maybe be quick. Maybe not as, like, paying attention. I, like, pay close attention real quick, and then if I don't notice anything, run that guy's face. If I don't notice anything, run forwards. But if I do notice something, I'll run straight back. I don't want to win those. If I get to the last one, if I get to the guy's going faster. But yeah, the film were pretty good. I recommend anyone watch it. Maybe if you have the option to put subtitles on, just maybe to understand the story they're trying to create. Because I didn't know what was going on. I just had to kind of figure it out from, like, the words that I could understand. But the acting's pretty good. Like the emotions that they present. Like, you can tell when, right, there's a door missing. You can tell when, like, the guy or one of the characters were frustrated because it was clearly presented. Like, they were clearly mad. But yeah, the film was pretty good. It took me a few times to fully watch it. I had to, like, watch it bit by bit, purely because, like, when I was watching it, it was normally at night, like, and my light was off. I can see it, but I'm gonna go closer just to prove it on stream. There's just, like, a tiled person. Oh my god! I've never got that close to them before. I didn't know that could happen. That actually kind of scared me. No, no, because I could see it from the distance, but I didn't know if it was obvious on the stream. So I wanted to get a closer view and be like, "There's a person there. That's the anomaly." But it started running at me. Damn, that made me jump a little bit. If there's no anomaly here and I'm on exit A, that's the end in it. I don't want to win, so I'm turning back. Or do I have to win? If I get that far, do I have to win? That's 0, it says. But there's no guy coming, so have I done it? I've got to go through the end again, don't I? Oh no, I'm back at 0. Right, how many have I found now? There's 28 more, so I found 4 more. I could maybe get the 10 and 20 trophy this stream, hopefully. Maybe find the rest in another stream. I don't think I've got enough time to do all of them because it's not going to show all of them right now. I don't see anything. It's not going to show the anomalies right now, so like it's going to take a while just to run through this more than 28 times to find the anomalies. Like, I've got to pay attention and figure it out, for one. Oh my god, I did not notice that. But I reckon I could get the 10 anomalies. That's fairly easy. 20 maybe. As long as it gives me anomalies regularly. Doesn't say turn back, it's not upside down. The guy isn't smiling. That's not fault. What was that? That made me jump a little bit. Like, I felt my heart beat. Underground passage expert, find 10 anomalies. I feel like they did add a few more though, because I could swear there's only 30 before. But, I don't know. I'd obviously done them all before it gave me the sheet to tell me that there was a certain amount, so I just assume there was 30. Right, let's have a look. Is the wave red? Yeah, that's red. The wave's red, so I think in the game it's meant to be blood. But in the film it's presented as a tsunami. No, I think they don't... Like, the rating's already a 15 in the UK. I don't know what it is everywhere else. But, I don't think they want it to be even higher up by doing a shining... the Shining type blood rush, I guess. But I assume it's definitely blood in the game. Oh, I missed one. What did I miss? I don't know what I missed. I obviously weren't paying enough attention. Paying a decent amount of attention, I just didn't notice something. But yeah, it took me a few times to watch through the film fully. I did like it. It was interesting how they adapted the game, because obviously there are games you question how they're going to adapt. If it's like a game like God of War, how I think they're doing a TV show on that, and Last of Us, it's already like a story type game. All you got to do is cast actors and adapt it. This isn't a story type game. This is just a psychological horror game where it don't really have a story other than the whole point is you're in a subway station and it loops. If you gotta look for anomalies and changes. If you don't spot the change, you're back to zero. It's basically it tries to scare you, which happens, I guess, a decent amount of time. The door's open. It tries to like freak you out with so many. Some of the anomalies aren't that bad. Some of them are quite creepy. It tries to freak you out, which works. But the main thing is it's kind of like a puzzle game or a spot the difference type thing. You gotta spot what's different. There's a lot to look at, and if you don't spot it, then but yeah, some of the anomalies are quite creepy, especially with headphones on. Like, it's gonna make you jump, especially the sounds. The sounds, like the loud thuds, door slams, uh, lights flickering, they get me a lot. And the ones where you turn around and the guy's behind you, don't like that. Right, I assume there's 35 anomalies if I found 10. At like maybe 34. 34, 35 if I found 10. I'd say try and find 20 and then that's a good point for today's stream. If I can't by 10 past 11, I'm probably just gonna end stream. Oh, I missed something. I don't know what I missed, but I missed something. I'm gonna keep an eye out. Surely it's not like... I checked that list before. Unless it was outdated and missed a few, or am I just like forgetting some? Right. Obviously there's posters everywhere. I could Oh, I did say I could simply just run forward, but that's not how you find anomalies. I guess I could just keep turning backwards. But, I don't see anything. I'm only getting annoyed when I go back to 0 if I miss an anomaly, purely because I need to find them. I'm not getting annoyed that I'm not getting to the end of the game, because I've already done that. Faster than I did before, actually. I only had a few mistakes. He's not smiling. Is he following? No. I don't see anything. And I missed something. I don't know what. Right, the light's bright orange. I don't know what I missed though. I do think it will take one more stream to beat it. Or to beat the second version, because I've already done it once. You're right, mate. I was just following me. 21 anomalies left. Get it down to 15 maybe. Get the 20 anomalies one and then get the rest of them next stream. Gives a decent amount of content next stream. Hopefully not like just have a 10-minute stream. I think the only one left with him is for him to be really tall or smiling. I think. I don't think there's anything. Because surely if I found one, it only gives me the new ones until I have them. It all looks the same. Wait, let me check that camera. It's not flashing, no. I missed something again. I don't know what I missed though, because it weren't one of the obvious ones like the lights flickering, because he didn't do it. It weren't the lights on it. I don't know why my card started running, because I weren't pressing the trigger. Right, that's a door opening. That scared me pretty. That it didn't scare me, but like the sound made me move. 20 left. I won't keep checking that. maybe like every few turns. He's not smiling. The lights are even. The sign's the right way up. The tiles are normal. The guy isn't smiling. That doesn't say to turn back. That's not following me. I don't know all the anomalies off my head again, but if I saw them, I'd know. All the obvious ones, or most of the obvious ones, haven't been done. Oh, the eyes. The lights are even. Tiles are normal. The posters are all the normal ones. That's not upside down. That doesn't say to turn back. The guy's not smiling. The door handles are in the right place. That's not following me. Give it a few more minutes. The door handle's in the middle of the door. Tiles are all the same, the signs are the right way up. The guy's the normal size. That's not following me. It needs to give me like almost all the obvious ones, like the lights being even, the lights flashing, him being taller. He's not smiling either. As much as I'm saying the obvious ones, some of these might not be obvious to people. But for me, I feel like they would be. Him being taller, yeah. Smiling, you just walk up to him. Oh, the stairs. The stairs when you shouldn't have them is an obvious one. The tiles, the sign, posters being the same rather than the ones they are. I'm back at 0. I don't know what I missed, but oh yeah, there's a pattern on the floor at some point, and the sign is upside down. It might get to a point where I need to open the website again to figure out what the anomalies are again, because I don't want to do it too soon, because obviously I know a bunch off the top of my head. I've just named like a lot, like the lights going off, the lights flickering, this sliding across, the posters being the same, the pattern on the floor. Is it? There's like the hidden person that was in the tiles. I think they do it on the left-hand wall as well. So that's why I was confused because it looked like, but it was just the lighting. It looked like someone was stood on the wall, stood next to it at least. I want to get the 20 anomalies trophy before the stream ends, hopefully. Because then I've done 3 of the 4. Then I've got 1 left. And it shows that I've done a decent amount in this stream with what time I have. The guy's not smiling. All the lights have gone off. That's mad. This in the film was like... Oh, Underground Passage Master. Find 20 anomalies. There's 16 left. I guess we can try the next tunnel. And if there's no anomaly... Or next time I get to 0, I'm gonna end the stream. That in the film was just, like, probably the creepiest part. Because they did more than just turn the lights off. I'm not going to say what they did. I don't want to spoil too much. I obviously talked about the whole child thing and the guy you play as, like, the kid's not in the game, but the guy being his dad. Like, that was, well, after thinking about it, before I got to that point, I already kind of guessed. But, if I would have watched it all at once, like, confused, and at night, well, I did watch it at night, but, like, with lights on, if I watched it with the lights off, I probably wouldn't have put 2 and 2 together. I would have been watching the film. I would have been, like, the other times I fell asleep, not because like I said, it's a good film. I just didn't understand it, and I was tired, so, but I wouldn't have put 2 and 2 together if I missed something. That's gonna be. But no, I was just going a little bit. I wouldn't have put 2 and 2 together if I was tired in a dark room watching it all at once. But because I'd split it into like 3 attempts or 4 attempts of watching it all like fully, I'd watch bit by bit, and I'd like every time I went back to watch it, I'd skip back a bit to remind myself of what's just happened before the point I'm at. But that go out bit was the lights going out was quite creepy. Like I'm just gonna say they added something in there where it wasn't just the lights went out. Like obviously, when lights go out and you start hearing things, you're probably gonna be more scared. They added something in, and you started hearing stuff like, I'll say for one, baby noises. They used a lot of like crying babies in the film and stuff like that. That's also what kind of made me think the kid was why a use, or like I won't say overuse, but the consistent use of crying children, crying babies, and the kid made me think, is this kid just his son? Which turned out to be right, and I think the girl who he said was his mum, and who I'm pretty sure is his girlfriend, maybe his wife, I'm pretty sure was in the hospital, like I said, and was probably at the... Yeah, buddy, I caught you. But I'm pretty sure at the time he was in the tunnel, she was pregnant and she didn't give birth to him yet, and that's why he was confused. He's gonna know his son if he was already born or if he was already that age. But obviously, there's no mention of a son from that I know of because like I didn't watch it in English. But surely you would point out on the phone call at the beginning with his girlfriend or what, like show the child as well. They didn't show anything like that. They didn't show that he was a dad. They didn't build his character straight away. They showed that he had a girlfriend or a wife or I don't know because I didn't necessarily hear it in English, but along that lines, she was pregnant. I'm pretty sure, probably in the hospital getting ready to give birth, or maybe she had done. But I don't think they'd mention that if it was meant to be a big plot twist that the kid in the tunnel was his son. But yeah. So that's that. Um, but yeah, it was a pretty good film. The plot twist was a little bit more obvious than I think they planned it to be. At least for me, anyway. The guy's not smiling. But yeah, it was a good film. I'm at zero again, and I don't know what I missed. But I'm going to end the stream here with the 4 trophies. We've got like, let me have a quick look. So I got to find the last one to find all the anomalies, and we've got 15 left. So I will come back tomorrow, maybe Friday. I don't to do this. I have another game that I plan to stream. I tried streaming it. I am partway through, so I do have a few trophies. Not a lot. I I will just say I bought the game and wanted to play it. It is multiplayer. That's the only hint I'm gonna. Only hint I'm gonna give is multiplayer, and I bought it. The buying it isn't really a hint, but the multiplayer might be. Um, I got through a few of the levels, and there's trophies for just getting through the levels. I will go back and play the game from the beginning. I have to play the game. Here's another hint. I have to play the game multiple times anyway because it's got difficulty trophies. But I think I've only got 4 trophies. 3 of them were levels, and one of them was like a little area that isn't a level, but is key to going there to get into the next. That's all I'm gonna say. That is a hint at one part of the game, and the other hints were it's multiplayer, and there's multiple difficulties that I've got to complete. Not giving away the game until I play it, but I will complete this tomorrow, maybe Friday, and then I'll play the other game this weekend, hopefully, with my brother. He'll be on playing with me. Uh, but thanks to anyone that watched, and I'll see you in the next stream. Hopefully, no more internet issues for the next like few weeks, so that I can at least upload consistently rather than one a week. Thanks for watching.